Hey, this is Halloween Town, right?
Well, it sure does look like Halloween.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 weirdest PS2 RPGs. For this list, we'll be looking at the most bizarre and truly bonkers role-playing games that have graced the PlayStation 2. So be sure to explore the overworld of the comments section in order to let us know which PS2 RPGs you thought were downright strange. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Baroque.
Is your memory damaged as well? You must learn what you must accomplish.
If it ain't Baroque, then don't fix it. Yes, I was contractually obligated to make that pun. You're welcome. Silliness aside, Baroque is a very strange RPG indeed. Combining elements of fantasy, steampunk, and post-apocalyptic natures, Baroque sees you move about the Neuro Tower in order to decipher the works of the absolute god. Throwing in elements of climate change, celestial beings, and creatures who resemble manifestations of guilt, this action RPG doesn't so much teeter on the verge of weird, but fully succumbs to it. Dual Hearts. If the menagerie of hyper-vibrant colors doesn't lull you into this weird RPG, then perhaps the fact that you can battle a boss called Moneybags, who just so happens to be cosplaying as Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas, will. Yep, this is a bizarre one to be sure. Dual Hearts is a fantasy tale all about dreams. You step into the role of Rumble, a treasure hunter who must search through various dream worlds, solving puzzles, pummeling enemies, and doing some wonky platforming. This game comes off as a sort of fever dream. However, there's no denying that hopping about with Rumble and your pal Tumble, searching for dream orbs will put a smile on your face, even if it is a derpy one. Steambot Chronicles. I guess this is why you shouldn't judge a game by its cover, since Steambot Chronicles looks like it would be a super bright, cheery, and vibrant RPG. Instead, you are greeted by one of the drabbest color palettes around, which adds to the weirdness of the already strange mech-based RPG. Yeah, you heard that right. Steambot Chronicles is a mech-bot RPG, with full-on robot battles and destruction. Now this feels especially weird when there is a lively, fantasy-esque music playing in the background as you decimate foes with your customizable mech. Adding to the weirdness is the fact that the protagonist's name is Vanilla R. Beans. Vanilla can roam around the town of Nephroburg, helping townsfolk, buying items from the bakery, trotting about in your Trotmobile, which are the mechs, and even playing the piano in a music minigame. Well, I guess they do say variety is the spice of life, right? Magna Carta Tears of Blood. Now, if you were somehow hoping for a PS2 RPG about the 13th century Great Charter of Freedoms, otherwise known as the Magna Carta, then you will be sorely disappointed here, since, well, it's not about that at all. Tears of Blood is a fantasy real-time battle RPG that takes place in the land of Etheria, where wars ravage across the kingdoms. The game leans into themes of alliances, mercenary work, forbidden magic, and familiars. The game features a fairly robust battle system where a leadership meter must be filled, and multiple timed button presses must be made on a trinity ring in order for actions to be counted as successful. While it might be obvious this game is weird because of the Magna Carta part in the title, it's also quite bizarre given its janky animations, laughable voice acting, and simply out-of-place vocal piece in the opening cutscene. Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
Now, I freaking adore the Kingdom Hearts series, and yes, even despite its convoluted and often impenetrable plotline and characters. You really can't argue that way back in 2002, the sheer idea of an RPG that combined the likes of beloved Final Fantasy characters with popular Disney characters and worlds was downright bananas. Fortunately, it paid off, since people loved seeing Sora, Donald, and Goofy explore the likes of the Olympus Coliseum, Tarzan's Deep Jungle, Wonderland, and so much more. Now, back in the day, this mashup was mind-blowing to say the least, and it's crazy to think how far the series has come with its many spin-offs and mainline entries. Virtua Quest. Reality can be so boring sometimes, right? Why not hop into virtual reality to experience another world? Yep, that's the plot of Virtua Quest in a nutshell. If you might have gleaned, it's an action RPG spin-off of the fighting game franchise, Virtua Fighter. That concept alone is pretty weird, but then again, Street Fighter VI opted to go open world, and people seem to enjoy that. Virtua Quest stars the happy-go-lucky Sei, or Sai, a character who must venture through various servers of this virtual reality escape to collect virtuous souls, defeat opponents, and ultimately try and save the day. Interestingly, in Japan, the game's full title of the game is Virtua Fighter Cyber Generation Ambition of the Judgment 6. Yeah, that seems on brand.
Excellent. It seems that you're indeed worthy of this power.
Shadow Heart's Covenant. Ditching the horror themes and tones of the first Shadow Hearts, the sequel, Covenant, leans even more into the alternate history MacGuffins that this series has become synonymous with. Well, that and the spectacular Judgment Ring-based battles. In Covenant, you play as a crazy cast of characters that include Karen, Yuri, Geppetto, Blanca, and more at the height of World War I in 1915. The game uncovers the plot of the Sapientos Gladio, a secret society that has ties to the first game's protagonist, Yuri, and his monstrous yet wondrous powers. You explore various real-life and fictional versions of Europe as overarching themes of war, power, and even Lovecraftian elements come into play. It's a frankly wild alternate history RPG that really hasn't been matched today. And my goodness, the musical score in this game is all over the place. And I mean that in the best way possible. Persona 3.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
The very notion that you have to put a magical cap in your cranium in order to summon your monstrous partner in battle pretty much sums up why this entry is the craziest of all of its brethren. The popular school-based social and academic aspects are all here in force, but it's the third outing's dark and nuanced storyline, catchy music, and quirky characters that really elevates it to the realm of WTF territory. The weirdness is absolutely part of its charm, of course, even in one where the concept of death is very much the thematic center.
Please hit! There's one enemy left! One more!
Graffiti Kingdom.
He was not in the pantry, sir.
Did you search the balcony?
He does not seem to be anywhere in the town, sir.
So, do you like fantasy games? Do you enjoy art? How about graffiti? Do you enjoy creating cartoony, monstrous aberrations that will make your friends and family run in fear? Wait, what? Enter Graffiti Kingdom, an action RPG monster catching game and creation game of sorts that was most certainly created by someone who downed one too many energy drinks before development. Graffiti Kingdom has you step into the quirky role of Prince Pixel of the Canvas Kingdom, who must battle evil through the power of graffiti and monster creation. For reasons, I guess? There's just something so charming and creative about the way you can collect monsters to then edit them into some other amalgamation altogether, to then just have them battle other foes for you. Okage Shadow King. If Tim Burton would have made a video game in the early 2000s, it might have looked very similar to this horror-adjacent turn-based RPG. Now this one is strange because on the surface it looks pretty cartoony and lighthearted. However, dig a bit deeper and you will find a familial story all about an ancient evil and a ritual summoning. One that frees the dastardly soul of Lord Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad XIV, a mouthful, otherwise simply known as Stan. Protagonist Ari unfortunately has Stan fused into his own shadow, which means the two are now linked together, for better or for worse, usually worse. Now it's up to them and Ari's pals to destroy the fake evils around the realm. So yeah, it's got some bite to it beneath its chummy face. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.